Can you exploit late defensive recovery for an easy bucket? If you see a defensive big late on the recovery, interrupt their trail by bumping into them. And if your big picks up on this and sets an up screen on your defender, just add a slight pause at the free throw line and attack the basket. Easy buckets. What's a sick dribble move to confuse a double team? As you approach a double team, perform a behind the back into a slight pause. This will throw off your defenders, then re-attack. And if you sense one of the defenders trailing, pull a reverse layup for the bucket. What move can you pull off in a game to make your defenders look silly? Here it is. With the ball in the right hand, perform a between the legs. As you perform the between the legs, do a half spin into a pause. Then perform a second between the legs while finishing the spin. In this position, the ball should return back to the right hand. The full move should look something like this. Try that out and follow for more tips. Can you block any shot? In this possession, you have Gilliard guarding one of the best shooters of all time. Even though he's undersized, he sees Curry pick up the ball here, and he matches Steph Curry's foot pattern. In doing so, he's better able to anticipate Curry's shot, matching the footwork step by step, then squaring up to Steph Curry's shooting hand. This allows him to block Curry's shot from the side. I wonder how it feels to block the best shooter of all time. Here's a recap. Block. This is how you can use a key screen to make your defenders look silly. Zuri's teammate sets a key screen on his defender. The defender tries to slide over the screen. Zuri sells a shift to the right and does a spin, locking out his defender with the screen. He sees the help defender still at the free throw line, so he creates the space and goes for the three. Buckets. How can you outmaneuver your defender during an attack? Just like in this possession, if you notice your defender is slightly behind you, angle yourself towards your defender and slow down. This will cause your defender to also slow down. Now once you hit the key, reposition your attack towards the rim. Your defender should be at your hip, which is a great opportunity for a floater. But if you can get up, then attack the rim. Follow for more insider basketball tips. What Curry dribble move could you use to shoot against taller defenders? In this possession, Curry's going against KD. KD keeps his left hand constantly up. Curry continues to attack, probe, and then retreat. During this next attack phase, Curry performs a half spin into a return spin and then does a subtle retreat. Curry really shifts into KD, which causes KD to get really tall. So on Curry's retreat, KD doesn't realize he can't recover quick enough for the step back after the retreat, which gives Curry the open shot for the buckets. How do you increase your ability to score on the court? As Schroeder surveys the landscape off the staggered screen, he sees the help defender in a drop coverage, so he picks the free throw as a shooting spot. And when you have clarity on a shot, it's buckets. How can you trick a defender from the wing? As SGA drives, Panchero meets him and he retreats back to the wing. Then SGA lulls Panchero on the wing and goes back to the attack, using a reverse spin into a step back for the bucket. Follow for more tips. What do you do when your defender recovers during a drive? In this possession, Devin Booker is guarded by Curry. So number 2, Brandon picks up. Booker attacks the lead foot, rounding his way to the rim, and Brandon finds a way to jump in front of the attack. This is where secondary moves come into play. Booker uses Brandon as a pivoting point, which allows him to get into the center of the paint. Brandon tries to desperately recover, but it's too late. Buckets. How does Luka destroy this possession with ease? It starts with Derek Lively setting a screen on the ball. Luka sees an immediate opening after the screen. He tucks the ball low, avoiding defender's hands, and uses a nice push-through dribble to get into the paint. One defender left. Luka sells the left drive, causing Jalen to shift hard. And once Luka sees that he bites, he turns the left-hand layup into a Euro and makes the bucket look easy. Follow for more insider basketball tips.
Where's the your hair is like now? You guys don't drink soda. Mohammed, do you want soda?
I'm fine.
Is it sparkling water? No, it's actually soda. Look. Okay. I don't see it. Probably not. I don't see this.
Thank you, Maddie.
I don't see anything. Can you turn on the light?
It might be.
There is no light.
It's
on. The kids are
It might be from the pineapple.
Okay.
It might be from the pineapple.
Okay, I don't see anything on your side. Your tongue is fine. Daddy, want to do this side? No, you're fine. Wait. Come on.
Wait.
Don't wipe all They're almost here. They're almost here. Come on.
Pizza!
Pineapple, yeah.
How do you pull the chair from under your opponent? Brooks is backing down O'Neal. Royce takes 2 bumps to sync his cadence with Brooks, and on the third bump, sells the hit, retreating on the bump. And when you watch this in slow motion, you see the beauty of this defensive possession. Brooks is waiting for the bump, but O'Neal timed it perfectly. And what ensues next is a turnover. File for more inside basketball tips. This is how you can bail out your teammate. Malik Monk receives the ball and then goes for a drive. He's met at the rim with two defenders, one which happens to be Rudy Gobert. You can bail out your teammate like Malik Monk by shifting from the wing to the corner and just be ready to catch that ball and get that bucket. File for more insider basketball tips.